Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Today's read is going to be about what sudden changes or pivots are going to occur that's going to alter the trajectory of your life path right now, the direction you're going in. I believe it's all positive. What's happening now with the alignment of the planets is we're going to have the relief of the ceasing Mercury of retrograde, which causes confusion and miscommunication. And now with everything coming into Leo and us having this fabulous July 31st new moon, which is my son Hagen's birthday. He's all excited about that he's going to have a new moon on his birthday. And it's all about Leo being shining and getting out there and recognizing your personal power and really becoming the unique, cool individual that you already are, but sometimes is just subdued due to us putting pressure on ourselves, to get through the day to day without kind of like lifting our head and really showing the appreciation for all the little things. For example, today it's very hot where I live and I just had to go to the grocery store to get Ian some special foods. He can have 0 fats with his gallstones and he's having an operation on Monday to have them removed so he can have 0 fats. And it's so funny when you're used to a diet that has salad dressing and things like that and all of a sudden you can have nothing. So anyways, I was going through the parking lot and this lady was going up the one-way system the wrong way, and the cute elderly gentleman that helps people in the car park goes, "Bitch, I can't even run in this heat." And it was so funny. Like, I laughed all the way home because it was like an elderly guy and it was so funny. He must watch Key and Peele or something, but I was dying laughing because he wasn't coping with that. That's what I mean, seeing all these little delights, funny, humorous things that happen and sweet things. I'm really learning now over the last few weeks to just slow down and savor things, because what I realized was happening is I was turning on my devices the second I opened my eyes and sometimes only having like a half a cup of coffee before I dove in and started answering questions and jumping all over the place. And what happens is by like midday, you're already worked 6 hours and you start to suffer burnout. So I'm trying to pace myself more so I can really give you guys a wholehearted, well-rested read. That's why they're coming later in the day, so I can take care of some business in the morning and not feel rushed. And also I like to do it when I'm inspired. Like, I will never read when I feel like I'm under pressure, I'm in a cranky mood, I'm overtired or anything, because I want the good energy to come through and really kind of emanate through to you. And again, you guys, thank you for all your beautiful warm messages over on Instagram. You guys, you legit, you make me cry like every day with all your love and support, and issuing these beautiful statements like, "You bring calm into my world, your voice soothes me, you let me know that I can do things at my own pace." And that's the whole reason I started this channel, was when I was actualizing my dream of being able to do this, I realized the components that were involved, and it's basically not worrying what anybody else is saying, following my own directive, being discerning with how I spent my time, really having a lot of inner positive dialogues saying, of course you can do this. Of course you can delegate your time wisely and just take your time. You don't have to know everything at the beginning, and as you go along you can learn, right? It's really nice. And it's okay to say we don't know everything. We're here to learn and experience, right? We are not all born with every piece of knowledge that's out there scientifically, medically. So it's okay to say, I don't have that information, and then go learn about it. So we're going to start with a 3-card choice. Number 1 is personal power. I love the artwork in this. It's so beautiful. That would be a beautiful tattoo, by the way. Number 2 is reflection. Number 3 is retreat. Okay, and I'll let you have a look at those, and we're going to see, what new beginnings. I feel like a lot of you are going to have emotional breakthroughs where you're just going to have these realizations like, damn, have I been wasting my time on a certain person, place, or thing? Damn, why am I in this job where I'm not appreciated? Really, life is too short for this stuff, and to get aggravated by little things. I can keep my cool and be mellow in most instances, with the exception of being in my car. I do not like when people are honking, they're impatient, they drive crazy and erratic, and I'm really lucky. My dad was a race car driver, and I have a killer skill set in the car. I mean, I can avoid almost any accident. I can see everything that's going on everywhere, and I love that my kids and people that I've driven around say, I feel really safe with you in your car. You're a good driver. It's important, to stay away from things that aggravate us. So I'm trying to drive as little as possible and hang out in my back jungle of a yard and, be with you guys and my family and just be in a calm atmosphere. And we need to choose that to keep our equilibrium as well, right? So we're going to start with personal power. And I loved how it matched the crystal that I had outside. I love this big slice of blue agate. I saw it and I was like, oh, you guys, these are ridiculous. At Home Goods, they're like $12.99 or something ridiculous. And if I'm ever touting anything, I'm not affiliated with any of these things. I'm not, I don't receive income from them. They're just things I like that I want to share with you. Like when I do makeup tutorials over on Patreon and stuff. It's just stuff I like and I think you guys would find cool. So anyway, we're going to see what's going on with number 1. And we're starting with original self. So what this has to do is you are starting to dedicate your life to be the person you are meant to be the person you feel comfortable with. You don't have to put on any facade. You're dropping any kind of illusory effect that you've wrapped around yourself because you realize it's not important. That's not who you are. And if somebody wants that, it's not the real you. So you're discarding it and saying, you know what? I might be a little goofy, a little clumsy, a little whatever, but that's me. And everybody is so unique and cool in every way. And it's funny, one of my favorite actors that I love and I would drop in a heartbeat for is Steve Buscemi. He's got to be the ugliest man on God's green earth, but I love him. He's so quirky. I love his crazy teeth, his whacked out face. He looks like that Mr. Potato Head that got put together wrong, and I love it. And people, that's the thing, people think that people are looking for perfection. They're not. They're looking for originality, and that's you. I feel like you have a good sense of humor. I feel like you're very giving, but I feel like sometimes we disguise part of ourselves, and as we mature, our more authentic self comes out. So don't worry about that right now. If you're trying to fit in certain things, we shouldn't have to. It should be a natural process, an organic process. We should never have to force anything or start to chameleon into other people to fit in, because eventually that'll start to wear thin in your soul and with you, and then you'll feel uncomfortable. You'll feel anxious. So go with people that just you feel natural and you never have to prove anything to, right? Because if you have to have more material things to fit in, where their importance is not a good, healthy, organic experience, because things are just things, but people are what's important, right? Let's see what else is going on. Divine perfection. Now, one major shift I feel is coming for a lot of you guys is you're going to be able to trust your intuition, and you're going to hear these magic messages that are coming in, these great synchronicities. Because what's happening, like I've mentioned before, is there's kind of a portal and a shift in what we can now realize. Before, it might have seemed airy fairy crazy, but if we're really paying attention to these shifts and what's happening and how we're manifesting things, it's going to blow your mind, and you're going to have proof very soon that you are a capable manifester simply by writing a few things down. I do this in the morning. I write a few words down. Thank you for having me be calm, cool, collected, capable. I'll work in one alphabet at a time. B, today's going to be brilliant, beautiful, so on and so forth. And you just say that. What happens is the kind of alchemy in your system where you get lifted, your endorphins start to get released. You get excited for the day. You feel like you have purpose and direction. That's going to be happening for you. So I feel like a lot of you are going to have business breakthroughs. If you're opening your own businesses, if you're trying to excel in your field, August is going to be a profound shift and change and pivot for your trajectory. You'll just be going up, up and away. And I feel like, it's due. You're due. I feel it's your time to become the person you are most meant to be. You're aligning with your strong sense of self, and you're going to actualize your full potential in the next coming months. So you're going to live up to your dreams, your desires, contracts. You're really just going to be radiating excellence, and people are going to be pulled towards this because you really are that beautiful sunbeam that's, attracting goodness and high frequencies. So I really love that energy for you, Group 1. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. If you need a private read, come see me on Instagram, on my Etsy store. Thank you guys for all your orders and your patience. For people that live in Eastern Europe, I know customs takes a long time in New York. It can take up to 3 to 4 weeks, and it's unfortunate, but it's a huge hub and things get stuck there, and you guys are so patient and wonderful. So thank you for that as well. I really appreciate it. So now we're on to number 2, which is reflection. This group right away, I feel like you're going to really have sort of some soul searching of, okay, what went wrong this year or dragged me down or blocked me or made me feel heavy or disregarded or diminished in any way? People, places, and things. Let's do a mental list. What wasn't working? Where or whom did I leave the presence of and feel depleted in some way? There's a problem there. There's an energy inconsistency where people are taking, there's these things called energy vampires, and it's basically people that are always wanting, and they have no gratitude for what they have. So they kind of seep our energy out if we're not prepared. That's why I always wear obsidian, tourmaline, dark stones to deflect that energy. And I also ask Archangel Michael, please return this energy energy lovingly to the person from whence it came, because they don't know that they are, you know, attaching these tiny threads of energy drains to us. It's simply that they're always in constant need, because they're kind of those people that they just are always looking and searching instead of seeing what's right in front of them. So you're going to realize that and start to drop that, and you're going to feel renewed, invigorated, and stronger. I feel like this, your breakthrough time right now too, yeah, see, karmic grace right now is some wonderful, insightful motivation for you. This karmic grace, you have good karma coming back to you, and I feel like you're going to find your passion and begin experiences, rewards that come with living it. Whatever that passionate hobby or thing that you just thrive doing, you're going to realize that you're going to start to devote some time to it. You're going to provide some, you know, excellent turnout from it, and you're going to get some great rewards from it. So do what you love, because prosperity is definitely yours, but take action towards it. Don't be like, oh, I have to get these supplies. Do one tiny little thing. Like when I started jewelry, I bought one strand. I read up on the best wires, this and that. I made one piece, you know, and then I realized, you know, what was economically sound to buy, what was the best stuff, things like that. You don't need to spend a lot of money, and it can be right out in your yard. It can be weaving crowns out of natural flowers, things like that. I feel like you're going to be highly motivated. I also feel like you're going to realize that the only constant in life is change. So you're going to take the time to adjust and nurture yourself as these changes take place. You're going to honor and accept it, and you're going to be very happy that it's happening, because I feel like a lot of you feel a little stagnant, like, you know, like you're kind of doing the same thing over and over, and you're feeling a kind of sense of malaise about it, and you want to change, you want excitement, you want to feel refreshed and renewed, and that is coming. That is right around the corner, and I love that for you. And I feel like you're going to reach out and ask for divine help when you need it too. I do this all the time. I ask Archangel Michael for a calm essence around me when I'm in my car and around my children, and to be chill. Another thing, goodwill is going to be permeating from people all over you. I feel like you're going to be experiencing really great general health and vitality. I feel like you're going to have healing in relationships, because you're realizing, you know, people make mistakes. It's not that big a deal. We don't need to harbor grudges and hang on, because it only really harms us. So you're going to be releasing that, and you're going to have a lot of healing and rebonding within your family and friendship groups. I feel too that you're going to take time out and really be able to ground, and it's going to illuminate and bring peace with you in your heart, in your mind, because you need to spend more time just outside walking around barefoot. I feel like a huge transformation is coming. You're going to have a great spiritual connection, and it's going to kind of transform your reality, because you're going to use the spiritual guidance that you're receiving, and you're going to be accepting of it, and it's going to show you a smooth, calm way to do things. And you're going to feel like a breath of fresh air is just coming in. And also I feel like new romance for this group too. I feel like you're going to be receiving a lot of attention and affection from people that are around you. So really nurture yourself and treat yourself good, because we teach others how to treat us. So if, you know, we're taking care of ourselves and we're social, we have self-acceptance, it allows more love into our life. And that's what's going to be one of your new sort of shifts and pivots, which is going to be great, because you're going to feel appreciated, and you deserve to be appreciated. We're all special, right? So that's beautiful. Yeah, you're going to have some really wonderful connections with people group too. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe. And thank you for watching my channel. My name's Melanie Williams. I really appreciate this. And all my regular viewers, you guys are the best. Thank you for your fun comments. Hopefully I'll be able to respond and keep up like I always have once, you know, we get Ian all settled with his business and everything. I read them. I just don't have time, because I like to actually respond instead of just heart everything. So yeah, goodwill. Everything's awash with really good natural grace and just chill vibes, which is wonderful. So now we're on to retreat. I feel like a lot of you are going to be taking it easy and also going on literal retreats, going on places, yoga retreats, going on spiritual retreats, going to places, I feel mountains, hiking, deep woods, lakes, things that give you a sense of beauty, calm, and nature. We really need to unfold ourselves in Mother Nature and get in touch with, you know, Mother Gaia, and really ground out. That's why I like to do the majority of my reads now out in my back garden. It's all green. I hear the wind, the birds, and it's such a soothing essence to be around. So that's something that's going to be a little newer to you, totally being out in nature. And individuality, I feel like you're really going to stand out, and people are going to take notice of you and be like, really comment on your style and start to sort of like replicate it in certain ways. They're just going to think you're very unique. I see really cool nail designs, hair designs, tattoos. Everything about you is very individualistic, and it's very approachable as well as attractive to other people, because it's your personal stamp on things. You're not trying to be beige and blend in with the group or pack. You really stand stand out. There's a uniqueness about you. I feel like you have a really lilting, fun voice as well, and a funny laugh, things like that. I feel like you like to accessorize with really cool big pieces of jewelry and fun things and big wooden beads and cool shoes. I feel like you're a real pop of accessory people. And you guys, I'm going to do a video with some of my best store finds. I found some amazing pieces and I'm like blown away, and I just have them, you know, I'm like trying to catalog them and pack them away, but I want to do a video with them because they're remarkable. And I feel like that's something, I feel like you love thrift stores and fun finds, and you know, you're just very unique. And I feel like that's going to pop even more, but you're going to be feeling more accepted. Like people are going to be like, cool. That's actually what's great about someone, is they are their true selves in an individual, not that you can't pick them out of a lineup. Like if you have all those like Kardashian sisters in one room, it all just sounds like a whiny bitch fest. Like I can't take it whenever that show comes on. I'm like, flip it off. You know what I mean? They're like carbon copies. It freaks me out when that happens with people, because I don't think you should ever adopt anybody else's personality. It's a freak show when that happens. So no thank you. So wild compassion. Here's another thing. I feel like you're compassionate anyway, but something is going to kind of be climbing up your tree of compassion that says where it used to anger you and you used to have impatience with someone's behavior, you're now going to have beautiful, wild sense of compassion, saying, you know what, I kind of feel bad for so-and-so. It's like they're always attention seeking, so they obviously think something's lacking in their life, instead of would they just shut the hell up, that type of thing. It's like you're really going to have a sense of, well, what's wrong? What is breeding this behavior? What is signifying, you know, a lack of something, you know, because that's usually when people act out. It's from a place of fear, lack, or whatever. You're really going to try to identify these things, and it's going to be great for your health, because you're no longer getting angry or set off by any of these friends or colleagues that used to be irritating. You're going to realize, oh, you know, there's something wrong. They feel neglected, left out, different, unaccomplished or something, and you're going to be able to see through that. You're going to have huge, wise, intuitive hits, and your third eye is going to be wide awake. Also, you're not going to experience all those annoying, repetitive thoughts or incessant mind chatter that used to go on. I'm definitely hearing that. So you're not going to be grabbing onto that thought, memory, life experience and playing it over and over again. You're realizing it's time to release that. It takes up so much space in your head. You don't want to give it rent anymore. And you realize inner peace is saying goodbye. And I feel like you're going to start to spiral inward and understand your dreams and visions that are coming too. You're going to recognize the value of the past and how it's a stepping stone to the future. I also feel like you can process a lot more information now, and you can sort it all out very quickly. I feel like you're going to start to journal, realize where all these intentions are going. And the reason you're able to process a lot of this information, I feel like this happens with me, is because you can disregard what is unimportant very quickly. You know, we have a lot of information thrown at us. Just say you're going on the internet, right? You're going on Instagram. You have all these commercials that show up. Wish, shop here, do this. It's all these distractions, right? But it's almost like you can just, you know, swipe those away. And you know, you have absolute vision on what you're going for, and you're not going to be distracted anymore. So you're disregarding stuff that would take up distracting space and just go, nope, 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 no more confusion. I feel like you're going to have a lot of wisdom and insight, and you know, really have a good grasp on your reality. It's going to be a huge transformative time for you to just be really self-accepting. I also feel like a lot of you are ready to meet the love of your life. You're ready to reignite your connection with an old partner or someone new that's coming in, and cultivate real loving relationships, because you're starting to think as we instead of I. You're just ready for it. I feel like your life's going to have a lot more pizzazz in it. No more feeling tired. You're improving your endurance, your health, your energy centers are going to be recharged, and you're ready for this vibrant new life. You just really, your weight has been lifted, and you're really ready to get in there and charge. So I love that energy for you, group 3. Beautiful. And I feel like a lot of you are getting a new pet. You're thinking about adopting a puppy or a kitten. I'm saying go for it. Or ferrets. I'm seeing ferrets. Yeah, do it. I want to get a chameleon. I just love them. I'm obsessed with them. Recently, if anyone has one, leave a comment down below, and I want to hear what your life is like with them. I'm obsessed. I'm like been watching them on every channel. I'm like, they're pretty friggin' cool, but I don't want my kittens or cats to mess with it, so I have to see what's going on up there. All right, so love and light to you guys. If you're new to the channel, thanks so much for watching my video, and thank you all my old timies and patrons and everybody. Love and light to you guys, and we will talk soon.